Good morning and hello, I'm Frisco. This is the Forex Supermodel Racing Review and Forex Briefing for Wednesday the 22nd of February 2023. Yesterday we had a race at Southall, so Tuesday the 21st, on the all-weather at 4:55. We were on basically three horses against the odds-on favourite, this Krona, with a particular emphasis on Grand Central, number 2. Which was the outsider. In the end, Krona won at 2-7, and so we lost a lot. We had initially £2 per £8 unit on at 10.5. Krona shortened right up, which basically drifted all the other horses out. So we were always on the back foot in terms of getting the best odds. So we had 200 on initially at 10.5 to 1. Then we topped it up at 17 to 1, and eventually it was returned at 22 to 1. So we didn't even get the top price there, but we went for a bit, and also we had £1 per each way per £8 unit. Sorry, at 2.9 to 1, which was significantly inferior for the second Forex, which came in at 4 to 1, and we also had £1 per £8 unit on at 8 to 1. Which again was worse than the return price, third at 12 to 1. So generally the execution was relatively poor. The result was poor. But if you watch the race, this Krona, it basically started to tie up about 100 yards out, and if any of these had been any good, they'd have taken it off it. They weren't good enough, but Krona wasn't particularly good either, and that's why we took it on. So we've got no real complaints. If we'd clicked with Grand Central, which was potentially the best horse there, we'd have made significant amounts of money. So in the end, we lost. So the account came down again to 69.40 units from a peak of about 73.4. So we've had a battering recently. So right, racing today. It's quite interesting. We've got this Newcastle all-weather 210. It's a novice stakes class 4, 4-year-old plus 10 furlong, 42 yards, model 91. Basically, it comes down to two horses. You've got Mr. Inspiration, which is the 8 to 11 favourite, and Mr. Inspiration was one of our races of interest. We said it would probably win, and it tried hard not to win its last race actually. Initially it's had 2 runs. It's run at the extended mile at Wolverhampton, 8.5, model 93, when it sort of came second or third, and it's also then came out and won at Kempton 12, model 92. Now, the thing about Mr. Inspiration is, if you watch our what we look for in horses, the video we did yesterday, this horse is not a 10 furlong horse really. If you look at it, it's a big heavy stamp of a horse that's got 1 mile 4 plus on it. If anything, it looks like a sort of a ledger sort of, if it was good enough, cupped sort of horse. It doesn't look like a 10 furlong horse. Now the only one that's got potential to see it off is this number 5, C Flawless, which unfortunately is an FTO. First time out, we've got no look at it, but we can infer certain things from it. Basically, it's C to the Stars on the sire side, and then that's linked with Cape Cross, which is champion miler, and on the distaff line, the female line, you've got Charmadal, which is French Guineas, which is a mile, and French Derby related. So it should be bang on for 10 furlongs. It's 140k guineas purchase. It's got the right sort of connections, and we're going to have a go at this horse, despite we're not able to see it, despite it's not had a run, and despite the odds are a little bit short. So we've initially got £1.50 per £8 unit on at 1.4 to 1, which is just shy of 6 to 4, with exposure of 0.1875. if they really come for this Mr. Inspiration, then we'll top it up to with another 100 to taking us up to £250 win on it. But no more, obviously, because really this race is basically about Mr. Inspiration being unsuited to 10 furlongs. It looks like it's going to be too slow, and it's a big lumbering horse. And obviously, if we had any information on C Flawless, we'd be bringing the stake up a bit more. But due to the fact it's an FTO and we don't know. But anyway, it's good enough for that. So that's what we're doing there. We're going to have a go at C Flawless. It'd be nice if we could top it up to about 250. But we'd need to get about, I don't know, 7 to 4, 15 to 8 for that at worst. So that's where we are there. On the Forex front, you've got Fed minutes, 1900, 7 o'clock this evening. So what you're looking for is FX pairs that are going to be front run into the Fed minutes, and then they're going to come off. So they're either going to be pumped down and then come back a bit as they take the foot off the pedal, or they're going to be pumped up and come back a bit on the downside. So we're going to be looking to fade any very strong pre-Fed moves at the right times on the right pairs. So that's what we're doing there is our strategy. So anyway, we could do with a little bit of a change of fortune on the racing, but otherwise we're quite happy with it. So anyway, thanks for subscribing, thanks for watching, and goodbye.